Thank you so much, Gigs. So we will now move into the Q&A segment of the program. So we will begin with our first question.
Hi, my name is Chinedu Wokafor, and I am a black activist from Baltimore, Maryland, as well as a representative for the World is Watching BLM. My question today is, how can we use art as a tool to collectively uplift black people who are experiencing similar struggles worldwide?
So we'll go ahead and open that question to any speaker who would like to respond to it, but I'll start with passing it to Gigs.
Right, on that topic, I believe that, sometimes we might be experiencing the same thing, but if we don't see and we don't talk about it, then we will never know. So I think it's important for young artists and just artists in general to paint their truth, paint their realities. Because when we start painting our truths, painting our realities, then we can start having conversations about issues that we're having, within the different industries or within the different parts of the world that we're living in. One particular issue that I can personally attest to is it's just manipulation within the industry itself, where young people can easily be swept up by collectors, and they can easily be promised and sort of like promised a good life and are promised to sell themselves short. But if we as young artists don't talk about how we work together, how we price our works, how we approach selling our works, how do we approach displaying our works, and also the little things that go into sort of exhibitions, because there's a whole lot of issues I believe in the art industry around sort of like sexual harassment, where collectors feel like they can sort of buy the artist and buy their works and buy their bodies and promise them a good life if they just sell themselves to that specific collector. And I think, as young people, we need to talk about these traumas that we go through, these experiences that we go through, so that we can make sure that other people sort of don't fall into the same holes.
Thank you, Gigs, for that response. I see Dotun, did you want to respond to this question as well?
Thank you so much for this. Black people have the opportunity to change the world. An artist, artists generally have the power. We have the opportunity to use our work as a tool for, social change. For me, I believe the question he raised is about how can we use art, or how can we use art to, to bring Black people together, and how can we use to uplift them? It's been a very tough issue for a lot of Black people across the globe, especially for their art to be celebrated. For instance, I had a show in the US sometime 2 years ago, and definitely your skin would dictate the price of your work sometimes, and would dictate the reception you receive as a Black person. And it will even dictate the percentage the gallery or the curator or the collector, put on your work. Sometimes right here in Africa, I have a bumper sales of my work far better than what I receive in the US and the UK. Sometimes I call a bumper price here, and you dare not price my work. So I think the world needs to grow. We need to grow to the level where you need to delete your sense of color to, before relating with people. Black artists also need to upgrade their confidence, create a network, and have relationship, so that you can, if you come together, you can move a mountain. So the Black community generally we have a lot to do together, and we need a mind reset, a refresh in our thinking also. So we need a lot of Black people have been programmed or conditioned to think less of themselves. So they need to come out of that shell, and we need to come out of that shell and bring out our best. Who says because you are Black you can't do what Elon Musk is doing, or what Bill Gates is doing? So we have the capacity, we have the highest IQ in the world. So I think we just need to believe that color is just a pigment, and it doesn't really determine our values and our status. So, and a black artist or the Black community need to come together and reason fast, reason well, and the world need to actually harmonize. That's just my own take.